Hi, my name is Brina, and today I'm going to be asking college students some thought-based questions about the topic of disabilities. By exposing the stigmas and finding solutions to end them, my goal is to make sure that everyone realizes that people with disabilities aren't disabled. They're just differently abled. So, let's get started.
Disability is something like health-related or mental health related that impairs somebody from being able to do like everyday activities.
Or limited to doing a certain activity to a certain standard.
People with mental disabilities can't be doctors. They can't, have degrees. Or people with physical disabilities cannot be Olympians, and they can't compete in competitions.
They need more help, they need assistance.
Disabled people can't complete real jobs.
People might not be able to play sport, or they might not be able to go to school or do as well in school.
Saying that they're not as smart as other people.
You never really know who has a mental disability or mental illness, because that's not something that you can see physically or really on any tests. It's just internal, so a lot of people think it doesn't exist because they can't see it.
I have ADD. I consider that a disability. It's just 10 times harder to focus.
I have a cousin who has Asperger's, which is a mild form of autism, and for the past 8 years he's been working, and he has a girlfriend, and he's proving everybody wrong that he's nothing can hold him back.
I guess you kind of call myself disabled, but I don't really count it. I have one eye, but it doesn't in any way handicap me for anything.
I can't hear in my left ear, so I always need subtitles and people to repeat things. And then my brother-in-law and his 3 brothers and father all have hip dysplasia, so they all walk with an extreme limp and often need walking canes or wheelchairs to get around.
Yeah, my friend's brother has autism.
Yes, my sister, she has a chronic disorder that basically it affects her joints mostly, along with a bunch of other symptoms, and it just makes a lot of everyday activities hard, and she can do them, but sometimes there are days where it's just a bit trickier, I guess you could say.
Actually, going to school in the city, it's easy to see people constantly treating people poorly if they look different or they have a wheelchair or something. People don't hold the door or give out time to help somebody who may need it.
People laughing, people pointing, people mimicking him, which made me always feel really bad.
I've seen people laugh at people with disabilities, which isn't really nice.
Specifically, the individual that I work with as an aide, I've gone grocery shopping with him, has kind of helped him with life skills, and there was a woman behind the deli counter who was giving him a free sample, and she gave him a little extra and was having an everyday conversation with him, asking him how his day was, what he's doing today, and just treating him like any other customer.
For people to treat them as normal, not acting like they're any different.
Education on familiarizing children and even young adults in the educational system with mental disabilities and differences in physical appearance.
Definitely more education on different types of disabilities and how that affects people.
Be open to listening to the people who have disabilities rather than just kind of isolating them in assumptions.
Being fair, it's just something they have to deal with every day, and there's no need for people like you and me to make it harder on them.
So sharing what people can do and sharing stories about people's accomplishments when they have a disability and how they can do stuff and they're not limited.
See people with disabilities more often. I feel it's something that, you go into a store, you don't always see someone working in a wheelchair or working with a walker. You probably see that a lot more because, they would get hired just the same as anyone else,
The world would probably be a lot kinder and less beautiful.
Cool.
The world would be a better place.
Accepting.
I feel it would be a much happier place, a much safer place for people with disabilities, and a much more productive place for people with and without disabilities.